that's true. Naked Palpatine.
Oh, you pick that one. Fresh out of the clone tank, nude Palpatine is my
Well, that's the first thing I think of when you say Dark Empire Palpatine.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to not the Expanded Universe third possible timeline, a fanfiction line with Hand of Throne 45's Sword of the Jedi, Book 2, Revenge. It's okay. It's fine. It's very Boba focused, if you like the Karen Travis books. But it's not particularly great either. It's fine. It's books mostly on ships, and we got Jagged, we got Jaina, we got Boba Fett, Dala, and all those Mandalorians like Katika, all the ones that are still alive from the Republic Commando books, you know. And it's fine. I really don't have too much to add, but you know the Mandos are trying to find a cure for, you know, everything that happened in like through the Force. They've been still trying to find the Jedi. I get it. I'm here for it. It's fine. It's a little violent at times, which, you know, is fine, I guess, but also like kind of unnecessarily cool, but okay. Again, I don't have too much to say here. I understand why people would say like this particular book is like sequel worthy to them, I guess, because it does feel like an EU book, but it also doesn't feel like a great EU book either. It just feels fine. You know, one of those fine EU books you'd read, like, what's a perfectly fine and adequate, but not great read? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like Cloak of Deception, I guess. I guess fine. I don't know. But do recommend it? Well, if you read the first one, you might as well read the second one. So that's my advice, I guess. But I'm moving to spoilers, so I can actually talk about things a little bit more, because I don't want to spoil anything. But it was fine. It was adequate. Anyway. Jaina and Leia have an opening dialogue, which is pretty good. Jaina slaps Vanessa, which brings up Jason, which was pretty funny. Boba Fett shows up and everything and saves Dala, blah blah. Jaina suspects the Chicks of working on Alpha Red, which is interesting. The Bothans declared war on the Vong are a part of this whole storyline, which is actually pretty cool because we haven't really heard from them since the end of New Jedi Order. So this is what they've been up to. We do get Darth Wirelock here, which is pretty cool. Because, again, with the whole Vistara plotline, she's hanging out with the one Sith right now, and so she meets Darth Wirelock. So the thing that's, you know, different about the one Sith over like the Lost Tribe or the Sith of old, because obviously it's not the rule too. The Sith of old and the Lost Tribe, even if they were a big giant fighting force together, it was always about advancement, always about being one-upping the other person, you know. And it was like that in KOTOR too as well, and Golden Age of the Sith and all that stuff. But the difference with the one Sith is that they keep the hatred, they keep the anger, they keep all that, but they remove the selfishness because they serve something greater than their selfishness. So it was interesting how it was expressed here, but I enjoyed that. So there's a torture scene with Jagged and the Mandalorians, and they make him lose 2 fingers, and they gouge out his eye, so now he's going to have an eye patch like his dad, which just seemed a little much and quite unnecessary. And of course, Gina is having regrets over everything with Legacy of the Force and everything. And through that, she's talking to like the Mandalorian people that she talked to in Legacy of the Force, and they talk about Darman, and they kind of give us an ending to. Now later on, of course, Gregory would work on these conclusions to Republic Commando and Coruscant Nights, where he'd flesh those both out. But here, when the first time you hear about the conclusion to Republic Commando, at least from HOT45's version, and you know, if you've already read those fan fictions, then this is just a nice little refresher. But if you wanted your conclusion, you get it here. We also know that Dala has a son, but her son wants nothing to do with her. That sounds cool. Asherod Head wakes up, leading into stuff for the next one. I like that. I don't mind that at all. And Ben's contrived anger because Jaina didn't tell Ben about Vistara. So now it's just contrived, just for the sake of having some drama, and I just wasn't a big fan of it. But like I said, overall, it's fine. I understand why people like it because it's written adequately well, but it's also not stellar to me either. But it's serviceable, and so far I'm understanding why people like choose to accept this, because they're not getting anything else right now, and that's fair. But those are my thoughts. Next time we'll talk about the conclusion of this series and see what happens from there with HOT45. Until next time, may the Force be with you.